Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Blue Vale here on City Skylines. Last time out then, we built Stadium Point, and the reason I'm currently hovered over this interchange here, watching trams and vehicles and things like that, is because I want to do a big reveal. Stadium Point, as you remember it from last episode, basically doesn't exist anymore. I kind of went back and I didn't move any buildings or any of the car parking or anything like that was placed last episode, but what I did do, and you can kind of see the result of it here, was add quite a few new streets, some transport links, and some more buildings. And so, if I slowly follow the road here, I'm just watching these trams coming in and out and seeing how many people are actually riding on board them, because that's always exciting to see. Also, just realizing that we keep blocking the road here. This is not the best design I've ever had, I'll be honest. But, you know, we'll just pretend those cars aren't there. Anyway, follow the road, and this is what Stadium Point looks like now. So first of all, we've got... ignore that for a second. Don't know what's happened there. We've got this lovely quay side wall here that follows around the entirety of the site and actually links up to the one here that then goes back down to Old Blue Harbour. We've also got loads of new pedestrianised streets here with buildings zoned along them, all commercial. I'll tell you why that is in a second. There will eventually be another railway line that comes out here. Where it goes yet, I don't know, but I do want it to connect up to, where is it? This station over here, and run into the yards this way. So it'll probably swerve this way and then come down here through Bilston, but more on that in a future episode, I imagine. What else is new? We got the ferry port over here with a broken line. I don't know what's happened there. Let me see if I can fix that. Something on the return seems to have gone wrong. There we go. I know, something on the first one seems to have gone... Anyway, it doesn't matter, I fixed it. We've got the bus hub here as well, which will get populated in the future. We've got the service point here, which is currently using a garbage truck. The reason I went for a service point is because all these stadiums were complaining about garbage issues. And actually, we had matches cancelled because of it. I assume it's because of it. And also, there was a little bit of flooding when I was doing the quay walls here and stuff like that. So, just went back to the drawing board and added in the pedestrian area, which you can see is also called Stadium Point. And the other thing, up until today, I didn't own the Hotels and Resorts DLC, but I have now purchased it, and we've got some hotels. So first of all, we've got the Delta Stadium Point, which is the... I want to say this is the conference one, but I don't think it is. Our hotel chain, by the way, is called Blue Vale Hotels. I'm sure you could have worked that out. Down here, we've got the budget one, which is just called the Stadia. And then up here, we've got the Deluxe at Stadium Point, or just the Deluxe Stadium Point, which is home to quite a lot of guests right now, but still not quite profitable. And down here, we've got the Arch at Stadium Point. And I kind of called it that because it's somewhat arch-shaped. I could call it the Terrace, actually, and that would be cool. Also, I love the fact that you can customize the color and the logo and things like that. That's really, really awesome. I kind of like the idea of changing the name of this one to the Terrace, but I might do that during today's time-lapse. So yeah, we got Blue Vale Hotel Group, and we've got some other points of interest in here as well. So for example, we got the Stadium Point Stores, which is a shopping centre. We've got some plazas dotted around, and the ones that I really like over here, we've got a cinema, which is just called Cinema right now, and we've also got a music club, which is just called that. And apparently having a music club boosts your concert performances, and we have got some concerts coming up soon, so it made sense to actually have that be the case. To actually build the music club. That's what I was trying to say. Car parks are filling up. They were really, really filling up at the end of last episode, and then something happened. I think the events got shifted around. Apparently there's an event limit as well. Who knew? But yeah, I really like Stadium Point now. There will be trees and stuff added in these gaps. They're not just going to remain as they are. I've also... They're not supposed to be walking in the building that way. That's not supposed to happen, so I might move the streets there a little bit to stop that from being a thing. Or I could just embrace it and put a little pathway there and pretend that's a sliding door. Actually, that does look like a sliding door. Maybe I'll just embrace it. I don't know. But I'm loving everything here. It's so cool. It's so freaking cool. And we've got, wow, that's a very packed train as well. I was not expecting to see that. People are coming over here, as it seems, either to stay in the hotels or do shopping or go to the stadiums, whatever it might be. There are no events here now because they were all cancelled. So, yeah, it's a shame there isn't a calendar in this game. Maybe developers, if you're watching for City Skylines 2, calendar would be cool. But, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, today, title's a bit of a giveaway, but today we're working on the airport. Blue Vale International, it's going to be called. It's going to be situated on this peninsula here. The ferry here is actually going to be extended up to the airport. As for the terminals and everything, I think the plan is we're going to have a runway either side with taxiways at the end, linking it all up, and then a big terminal set up in the middle with transport links dotted throughout. So, you know, railway station maybe at this end, ferry port at this end, bus terminal somewhere in the middle, whatever it might be. I did have my eye on the ultra modern, which is this one, yeah, ultra modern large terminal, which I was going to build at the end up here with a taxiway running. That's not what I wanted to do. With a taxiway running along the back of it, connecting the runways together, because I was hoping to have one takeoff, one landing, but I don't think that's how you allocate them. Something along those lines anyway. Right, I think the intro is done for this episode, so all that's left to do really is start building. Okay, this is where we're at then. Blue Vale International. Pretty nice airport, if I do say so myself. Couple of things. First of all, I haven't left any room at all for a railway station, and I also haven't left any room at all for a ferry terminal, which is a little bit stupid, but never mind. We'll roll with that for now. This area here, I feel like could be filled with something useful as well, and in fact, this may end up being where the railway station and everything goes. Now, the problem with that is it's very easy to say, oh, we'll build a railway station here, but then, you know, you actually have to connect things to it. And I don't know how I'd get the railway out from here. Now, the other option is we put the railway station in this gap here, which it will fit, I think. Let me just grab... Where is it? Right the way down the end here. I believe it will actually go in this gap if the road moves. But then you've got to try and... Yeah, look, it will go here. Then you've got to try and get the railway itself out, which is a bit of a pain. And it also doesn't leave room for... There's no ferry terminal here now. That doesn't seem to be a thing that's going to fit. And yeah, there's other aspects of this that perhaps could be different. Now, we could fix this. One way we could fix this is by having another satellite terminal over here somewhere and have the ferry connect to that, which is plausible. But it's not necessarily essential. You know, we do have a ferry that comes over here. We could, in theory, get the tram into this area here as well. And if we get the tram in here, it will come straight across here, and it'll have a terminus here. At which point, we don't need to worry about everything else, because the tram and the bus will be enough to get people into the airport. Now, I do want to look and see, because I've got these bus lanes here, but I did want to look and see if there was a version of the 3-lane in each direction tram road. There's this one. The problem with this one, though, is it puts the tram on the outside, and I want the tram on the inside, and I think there isn't actually one that does that. So we may have to live with this, which is fine. You know, it's not the end of the world, and we've got the dedicated bus lanes in and around the terminus itself, which is fine. That's not what I wanted to do. That's very dumb indeed. Just fix that. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just not ideal for what we wanted. But again, you know, there's other elements in play here that can make or break this airport. So I'm not too fussed. Now up here, I want to put another roundabout with the main road actually coming down this way and then underneath, and then the other side being for cargo. So let's get that connected up quickly as well, and then we'll move on and talk about the next thing. Although there's not much left in this episode. It's mainly just waiting now for planes to arrive and hopefully everything works okay. But yeah, let's get these roads connected up first, and then we'll talk about what's next. Okay everyone, I'm over here quickly because I thought these tram roads were zonable, but apparently they're not, which is a little bit of a pain. However, I think I'll be able to use an alternative instead. Basically what I wanted to do regarding connections here was put something here that I could zone on, which I might still be able to do actually with something like, what have I got? I'm floundering now, that's the problem. Something where I could zone it and put a railway station here, because the railway track, as you can see, the railway line, sorry, not track, is just here. And if I'm clever with the way that I do the rails here, then we can actually have a station here, double track station, with one also going to the stadium, and then from here it can curve off back in that direction. That is my plan. How to do that though is proving tricky, although does this one work? No. I am starting to think though that it should work and it just isn't for whatever reason. Let me see. First of all, I need to redo this anyway because that's not straight. Claims to be straight, it isn't straight. You can see there even, look, it's bent. If I turn bending off, so that's bending on, that's bending off. You see, it still does this weird glitch thing. I don't know quite what that's all about. According to these, they are dead straight, but I tell you now, that is not straight. And I want to use Zone Anarchy because I really do want zoning on these roads. Let's see if I do that. Does that do it? Nope. If I do this. Nope. If I do that with that. No. That's really frustrating. Because, yeah, I wanted to use... I wanted the station to go here. It could still be built here. It could go... Oh, ow. Just elbowed my desk quite hard. I could build it here instead. And in fact, this could work if I had it drop down. Let me have a look at my options quickly. So if I go here and then rail. Is there one where it's slightly below? There's this one. Oh, it's Ground Island. Never mind. See, I thought there was some that were below ground, but I guess not. Maybe if I use the metro ones instead. So that's a sunken island one, but then I haven't got metro overhaul come up. It's a bit annoying because this would be useful. This is a dual island one as well, so this would be really useful. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame because that would have made my life a lot easier. Also, this stadium one would be fantastic if I could squeeze it. I think I can. Technically, yes, it will go in here if I use Anarchy. Let's say I built that there. How bad does that look? Oh, first of all, that's a bit too close to that bit, so we'll move that over a little bit. There we go. That's actually really cool. Yeah, right, that lives there now. And those lines will go out that way. So we're going to rename you Stadium Point Underground. There we go. We haven't got many of those stations around, but where they are, they're effective. But yeah, I'm wow, the traffic here as well, incredible. I'm struggling to find a way to get this in, so I'm going to do some thinking, and I'm probably going to do that off camera because I think this episode it's run its course. We've had a good episode here. We've done lots, got way more done today than I thought I would. Would that work? Nope. That's really annoying. That's actually really annoying because this would be perfect if it worked. I will find a way to make this work, and I'll get a railway station in here and it will be glorious. It'll be absolutely amazing. Even if I have to see, that works. And I could, in theory, use some kind of zone anarchy here maybe, and have a terminus here as well. I don't know why I would do that, but it's plausible. The other thing I need to do, of course, is actually build the terminus down here. So let's do that. So you're going to come out to one of these points there, I think, and then from here up to the end. Come on, I need to come out 180, no more no less. There. Nope, come on, there. Whew. Okay, and then maybe some paths or something. I don't know how this is going to work. I was going to suggest something like this, but I don't know if this would work. Out like that, and then in the other side as well. See, that does technically work, and that does technically work quite well. Hopefully the gradients and everything here are good. They look like they're not actually, so I'll have to have a look at that in a second. But for the most part, this is functional, which is good. That's about what you can expect from something like this. Yeah, it's all good. We can get the tram from here over to there. I can do that now as well. And then, yeah, off camera, I'm going to try and get the railway station in, do a little bit more decoration here, and most importantly, make sure that the airport does actually function as an airport. Make sure that planes can arrive, make sure they can leave, and all that good stuff. For the most part, though, I'm happy. This has kind of gone together pretty well. I was also debating building a tram line this way. I just didn't want to change these junctions. So it may happen. What I might do is somewhere around here maybe have it curve off and around and back, and then have it run through Bilston or something. I don't know. There aren't any tram lines into Vale Shores right now, and that might remain the case. So the fact that we've got this main tram corridor this way anyway, that's fine. And we do technically have this one that then runs into Bilston and down, and then that could be the one that then runs towards Vale Shores. That's a possibility too. What's wrong with you? Oh, you're full, are you? Okay, we'll get rid of you then. I need to get the auto empty mod. That's something I need to grab. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm ready to end this episode here. Like I said, I'm going to try and get planes to arrive, planes to leave. I believe, from what I saw, where's the label? There it is. I believe that things are actually ready to go here now. We need to set up the airline, but you need to level up your airport in order to do that. Hopefully by the time we come back, that will be the case. We got passengers coming in and out, which is excellent. We will get some bus lines over here at various points. I'm tempted to get a bus line from every single bus hub in the city. So, you know, one at Dalton, one at the Yards North, one at the Yards South, one at Blue Shores, Vale Point, Vale Shores, everything that that has a bus station direct to the airport, non-stop. And I think that would be a good way to get people in, plus the tram, plus the railway when it finally gets built, and that should be hopefully all we need. There was a thing I was going to do about parking as well. This area over here could potentially be turned into a car park with the tram redirected to serve it, or maybe that could be where the railway station goes instead. I don't know. Right now, I just don't know. But I think this episode has run its course, and I think I'm just chatting gibberish now. So I am going to wrap things up here. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course, if you enjoyed the series so far. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you've got any feedback as well on how to make the airport prettier or more functional, whatever it might be, do feel free to let me know down below. I'm going to have a look at this connection here to this roundabout as well, because I think the curve here is a little too weird for my liking. But that might just be what we need. I don't know. Yeah, let me know down below, all that good stuff. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, I will see you soon.